The hardest lessons that I have learned so far as a debut author. Number one, no means no. There have been times where I have ruined my chances. We're talking send something for consideration before it's ready, perhaps rushed a short story submission, or panicked and queried an agent way too quickly simply because they were closing to queries in the next day or two. All of these things were a mistake. In the publishing industry, it is very rare that you get a second shot, at least with each particular project. Number two, this kind of ties into number one, but you'll think you're ready and then you'll realize you're not. Over and over again. That probably sounds a little bit unprofessional, but I truly think this happens to almost everybody. There are plenty of times where we say query a project and then halfway through that huge pool of agents, we realize there is something wrong with either our opening or our query package. Perhaps we get a piece of feedback. Perhaps we just literally develop as writers and our skill set grows. And for that first half of your list, it is too late. So you make the fixes and you try again. And then perhaps a little bit later, you learn another thing that you could have done better. You go ahead and improve that. You start again. It's kind of just part of the process of growing as a writer, but that is no consolation when you realize that you went out too quickly. And also, yes, it does happen on submission too. Even though you and your agent will have worked so hard to prepare that manuscript to go out to editors, there are times where you get consistent feedback and you need to pull that manuscript, even though you've already sent it out to a bunch of publishing houses, and make changes according to that professional feedback. It's just the name of the game. And yes, it is very humbling. Number three, the market is king. I'd like to think that if something I wrote was good enough, it would surpass all expectations for the current market. But that's not been the case. An editor can absolutely love your book, and yet they still need to get that project through acquisitions, meaning that sales and marketing and all of the different people involved in making a book successful financially will have to weigh in, and if they don't see that your book is viable in the market right now, chances are they might pass. Number four, rejections hurt. That kind of never goes away. Yes, you can develop a thicker skin, and of course, when you get that one yes, whether it's from an agent or a publishing house, that does help a lot. But the no's still sting. Some of them just stick around. They're humbling, they're painful, but they're also just part of the journey. Eventually, though, they'll become proof that you defied all odds. And lastly, number five, this one might just be me, but every time you level up in your author journey, it's like a new fear is unlocked. Seriously, though, I cannot tell you the amount of anxiety I got when I finally landed an agent and realized that I was going to be working with somebody one-on-one who's a professional in the industry. I definitely had moments where I wondered if I was going to be up to the challenge, if I was going to be able to deliver on time or to the quality that she was expecting. And guess what? When I sold my book, it was kind of the same deal. And when my book comes out, I know I'm probably going to be terrified all over again, but that is also just par for the course.